Season 3 of Chefs and Deliciousness starts right now. Woo!
Season 3, I cannot believe it. Can you believe it? 3 seasons doing this, 3 years now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hey, I want to thank Ron and Chris and Don and Jason, all the guys that produce my show that helped me do so well, make me look so good. I sure couldn't do it myself. And you guys heard, all of you heard me. So, all right, guys. So I got Joel here from Yellow Rosa.
Hello.
Joe. And what's the new place going to be?
Cantina Latina.
Yeah, Cantina Cantina Latina.
It's a tongue twister.
Actually, it's Yellow Rosa Cocktaileria.
Cocktaileria, yeah. But you said it right.
Yeah.
But no, Cocktaileria.
The way he says it makes it sound sexy, doesn't it, Ron? It does. It sounds a whole different.
That's funny.
All right, so we're going to get with Joel in a few minutes. Right now, I want to talk about we had a great season for 2020. Even though COVID was here, we didn't do. We lost about 15 shows, I think, but for the most part, we got a lot of great shows. And if you go to our Facebook, or if you go to the TCN, the Country Network app, you can see our best of 2020 shows. It's a fantastic 1-hour montage of all the shows that the production put together for us, and it's absolutely fantastic. So we were excited. We're excited to do season 3, and here we are. So Lead Belly, we were at a deal 2 weeks ago. Lead Belly whiskey. Finally, I've been waiting on this for 3 years. 3 years. Is in development for 10 years, but he didn't say anything for 3 years. John Reardon. And 2 weeks ago, they released it, and that stuff is just absolutely fantastic. And look up Lead Belly. Lead Belly is from Deep Ellum. Old guy, a blues guy, did some time in prison. I read his history. His history is really neat. But he's still got, if you Google him on YouTube and stuff, he's got a lot of great stuff on
nice.
Music and stuff. Yeah. He even wrote that song that's so popular in 60 Minutes. I'll think of it in a minute. But anyway, I'll think of it. And Newton Chef Newton from Master Chef. He opened up his new restaurant in Stephenville called Newton Cellar. It is absolutely fantastic. If you're around Stephenville area or Weatherford, Toledo, Fort Worth, you want to go have some dinner. He was on Master Chef, did a great job, and his restaurant's absolutely fantastic. And in Fort Worth, Chef Jordan from Hell's Kitchen is back, and you can watch her now on Channel 4, but she has a new restaurant, Bullfish Foods, and it's a really nice trailer, and it's parked out in front of the Yard in Fort Worth, and she slings sandwiches and food out of there from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the way till, I think, 2 a.m. or something. And she's got a great menu. Just absolutely fantastic. Chef for Farmers was canceled because of COVID this year, but we have a new date for next year. It's November. Look up Chef for Farmers on Instagram, all the social media platforms, or just Google Chef for Farmers Dallas, and you can see when that's coming out. We're excited about that. A couple other things. We had our new article come out, the best shareable Texas-sized dishes in Texas. Have you seen that? You probably haven't seen it yet.
No.
I spent 8 months, dude, with 10 different chefs.
How many calories?
Dude, I got 2-foot hot dogs. I got 2-pound beef ribs. I got 3-pound hamburgers. No. It is silly. It's stupid. But, everything is delicious. We have a 2-pound breakfast from Old South Pancake House. It's got 2 ham steaks. It's got 4 eggs. It's got 8 pieces of bacon. It's just crazy. It's all stacked between 2 Texas-shaped waffles. It's about this high. But if you go to TreyChapman.com in the blog section, you can see it, or just go to our Facebook or our YouTube. We have videos on it all, and we're real excited. Only last thing I want to tell you about is Wild Acre in Fort Worth. Chef David over there is pumping out specials every week, and they are unbelievable. They're always complex dishes that taste good, but they're simple.
I've been there. It's good.
Oh, my God, dude. He has a new Bria grilled cheese. Oh, ridiculous.
It has a
Stretch. not responsible for the dreams you have when you eat it. It's unreal, dude. It's fantastic. All right, so we're going to get into Yellow Rosa right now in Dallas. And Yellow Rosa is in Deep Ellum. Put this down here. Hang on a minute. Is in Deep Ellum, and which is really kind of cool. It's all by itself on the corner there. I mean, that's really a neat spot. I mean,
it's right off the cusp.
Yeah, and you can't really tell from the outside. But I'll tell you what, Ron, can we roll that video y'all produced, please? Yellow Rosa Cocktaileria in Deep Ellum, Dallas is billed as a craft custom cocktail house, but it's so much more. Delicious, creative, chef-driven food, brunches that will blow your mind, live music, complete with DJs, craft cocktails that are fresh, so colorful and unbelievable that you can't stop taking pictures long enough to drink it. Unbelievable service, fantastic creative menu items using only fresh vegetables and ingredients to create some flavor profiles that are a trip straight to Deliciousville. So when you get there, you better have your bags packed because you are going down Deliciousville, baby. Yeah, man. So that's awesome. I love that place. You know, I've never been to a restaurant anywhere where they make it snow inside the restaurant. That is cool.
Thanks.
I guess the people like that, right?
Oh, I mean, that was killer.
Dude, that's probably the best. I don't know what it costs, but it doesn't matter because it's probably the best investment you ever made.
You know, it's so simple to do and execute. And first coming up with that, a lot of the staff, they were like, oh, it's kind of collegey.
Yeah.
And no, it's gonna look romantic and smooth. And it turned out really well. Yeah. So people loved it. In that environment, with that motif and your Tulum and everything you have going on there, it does change the vibe. You know, if it was in a regular sports bar or something, You're like, no, that wouldn't. It'd be cheesy as hell. Yes. Yeah. But in that environment, it's just, no matter what time of day I go in there, whether I go in there for brunch or dinner or just drinks, it's always romantic. It's always calm. There's never any craziness. No. We try to keep it simple and private and unique. So where are you from originally? Guatemala. Yeah. I came over here when I was 3. When you were 3. Yeah. That's not me, myself, but my family. Yeah. I don't know if I could travel by myself. Boy, you grew up fast. Yeah, for real. So you came over, and did you live in Dallas first? Or no, California. Oh, what part of California? Bell, and then San Bernardino County. Yeah, that area, and then moved to North Carolina after college, and grew up there. Became a man. Kind of a man. You know what I think, and my girlfriend, she's probably gonna kill me, but because I always say this, I think that I went out to California, lived there almost 10 years. I think everybody experience
California, because it's literally like, it's kind of like living in Texas, a totally different world from everywhere else.
Yeah.
You got Texas, you got California, you got Florida.
Yeah.
And all those places are really, really different than all the other places in the world.
Yes.
And I spent time in Orange County. I spent time in L.A., Palm Springs, and then I lived in San Francisco for almost 2 years. So
San Francisco's amazing.
Oh, dude, the culinary experiences you get out there,
it's understated.
That's the first place that I ever had sourdough where I thought, oh crap, this is real. This is money right here. This is it.
Yeah, there's a bakery on it's called Mild Street, and they're the ones that did the first toast thing or made that popular.
Yeah.
Well, them and another one, but it's the best bread I've ever had.
Amazing. There's one restaurant on the pier. I don't remember what it is now, but the bread goes up in baskets along, like, you know how you go to Cleaners and they hang their clothes on?
Way.
The bread goes up in baskets all along the dining room, and it goes around on a track. Yeah, it's really cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah. It's
What? I've never been to that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Is it on Pier 1?
Yeah, that's down there. Yeah, it's amazing. I was like, oh man, I went back just for that because I'm a big bread freak.
Yeah,
I'm bread and butter. Boy, you put that in front of me, I'm gonna.
Yes.
I lose my mind.
Yes, on Cantina Latina, you're gonna love it because we're gonna do a pressed butter bread.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
A broche, and we're gonna press it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's gonna be good.
So you grew up. You came there. When did you come to Dallas?
I came to Dallas 7 years ago.
Oh, so you're relatively new to Dallas.
Yes, and then I did some consulting, finished up with that, and then did Toasted Coffee and Kitchen.
Right. Yeah.
Sold that. Took a little break. Kind of did some like a food truck.
Yeah.
And that went great.
Yeah, food trucks are money right now. I mean, they're fantastic.
I just don't like it.
Yeah.
It's good money, but I don't like it. It's a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got to really want to do it, man.
You do, and then the rules that are set up, you know, they are for our safety, for our food safety, but just the hassle of taking everything down, putting it in your commissary, it just wasn't worth it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good money, paid my rent, and did what I needed to do. Gave me some extra cash to start Yellow Rosa and stuff.
Yeah.
But that mobility, there's nothing. I mean, call me old school. 22 years in this business. Brick and mortar is my jam.
Yeah. So. Well, let me ask you a question. What? Let's talk about that, man, because I'm curious. Because I haven't actually had a. Well, I've had one food truck. I've had two food truck people in here, but they both had trailers in there. What was when you started it? What was your reasoning when you started it? Is this something you wanted to do? Just wanted to try?
I actually thought it was cheaper than a brick and mortar.
Oh.
And it's not. It's almost. If you get a second gen restaurant, and it's just as expensive as a truck.
Yeah.
The thing about the truck is you don't open all the time,
right?
Which is great, right? Yeah. And then you get to source your food, and your cogs are relatively safe because you know where you're going, you know how much you're spending,
right?
Almost like if you just did full reservation restaurant, and then you're able to do that, But yeah, that's the good part of it because your costs are centralized to one event.
Right.
And but I do enjoy I enjoy making the party, and I'm actually going to the party with the truck.
Right.
So I think my passion is in like when you come into my place, you're loving it.
Right.
You're
going to the party.
Yes. And I like having the party. Hence the snow and what we're doing. So every season we change the place around.
Right.
So, this coming spring, we're doing something amazing with cherry blossoms and bubbles and all this cool stuff. Awesome. Yeah. And then, for Halloween, I think you came for grand opening.
Yeah.
And we had all the face masks. And
that was cool.
And the confetti and, just with the marachis and stuff like that. So we do try to specialize in events and in seasons and try to
and you couldn't do that with the truck.
You can't, I mean
like
you
said, you're going to the party, you're not the party. That's a good analogy. That's a really good analogy.
So I mean you were trying to say if I was a chef or not. I mean I cook but I mostly am a restaurateur, and I want people to come in to be relaxed at our location. Deep Ellum is such a party central place, and
it's a melting pot.
It's a melting pot, and what we try to do at Yellow is provide a great girls' night out and a good date night.
Yeah,
I think your significant other loves coming over there and stuff, and the date night's really good, and just kind of quaint and stuff. So
plus the cocktails. So what was your What was the one thing that you did not, that's the most negative thing about owning the food trucks you didn't like? If you had to say one thing, what would it be?
The heat.
Oh, the heat. Oh boy, yeah, I didn't think about that. Oh, in Texas.
So those summer events.
Oh, dude, you know what? You're right, because I make a lot of food truck events, and you're right. You look at that thing, they're all sweating, and it's hot.
Yes, I mean we had a temperature gauge in there. I mean, we had circulating air coming through there, but that's the only thing that helped. But it was just that dry, humid, dry.
Can you get AC units big enough to where it's cold in there?
I mean, not in my truck. I mean, there's probably trucks that cost 200,000, 300,000 that have that.
Oh yeah.
But I'm lowballing that thing. I'm doing it.
It's all about making money.
Yeah. You
got to pay the piper. You can't consistently borrow money. It won't work that way.
No. So it was hot. It was hot. I think the hottest it got was at Deep Ellum's Labor of Love.
Yeah.
And we were in there. That was like coming into August, and damn it, I think it was like 168 degrees.
Are you kidding me?
and then our outlets for that fan, the outlet for the fans, it went out because you have the little small circuit breaker.
Oh,
and that went out, so we had no air, no circulating air, and it was just the heat coming out from that.
Oh,
and I'm working the grill, and oh man,
you faint. I mean, that's crazy.
No, I mean, we're just drinking water, and just going to the trailer and getting, because you have to get another, you have to put a trailer on a truck and get that food in there too, because I mean, you have 6,000 people in there. So,
crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about where did the idea of Yellow Rosa come from? Where were you when you thought about the concept, and how did it come about?
I just, a lot of my grandpa was in it. It's just a lot of childhood memories from Guatemala and stuff. He just passed away, so I don't know if I could really talk about it in the sense that without me tearing up. But a lot of his inspiration time with him, and then my grandparents. Right. Yellow Rosa is named after, Rosa's named after my grandma.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
all the times I could sit and talk with you. I never learned that. So that's why I like having people in that chair right there, because you learn stuff that they don't have time to talk about, or you don't have time, and you're always thinking about other stuff when you're at events or you're eating dinner or something going on,
And I work the floor. I'm not just one that just sits there at my restaurant and just talks. I kind of do what I need to do.
You work it like a model out there strolling around talking to people.
We have good sponsorships with our alcohol brands, so they allow for us to sample out their stuff. We have like samples and stuff for people. And
but
stuff,
you do good because you're the brand, you're the business, and you can't build that brand if you're not there.
Sure. I mean, I'm trying not to be there all the time. Yeah. I'm tired all the time, but like I try to be as present as possible. With COVID and stuff, it's a little difficult, but we try to get it. Get in
so
there.
tell us about the design you did because the design, the first time I saw it, I was just floored, and I was really taken back because I like creative stuff, and that's definitely creative. I walked in, I immediately thought of like Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny Depp being in there walking. No, that's really what I thought.
Sure.
So it's kind of it's based on the motif of Tulum, right?
Well, no, Guatemala, but we said Tulum in press releases because Americans understand Tulum and can grasp that, but Tulum's in the Yucatan, or in that section, so that extends all the way to Guatemala. So it's more of a place I visited when I was younger, and I was able to see that hacienda style, and I just kind of put twists in it with me, and so we did it in a sense of just childhood stuff that I gathered together. There's little Easter eggs in Yellow Rosa, so a lot of the employees have their little toys from childhood, and we hit them all over the restaurant so you could try to find them. Kind of like what Chewy's does with, well, they do something, right?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
So we do the same thing. So we have little Legos and cars and stuff like that. So a lot of, even Toasted, I kind of that one was a collaborated design with Stash Design, and we did most of that, with my childhood. So a lot of the stuff comes from the childhood, like the front motif. I love Disneyland, and I live near Disneyland in Anaheim. So that facade that we have in the front. It's kind of like that frontier land.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
The first roller coaster I ever took. So
that's right. Yeah.
So we did that. And then even the stonework that's in front is made to look like the rides when you're coming in the line and you're seeing it. So it's made to look like on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. And the front door is neat.
Yeah. And so that.
Who did your front door?
That was welded by my contractor and I, and a guy named Daniel. He's really talented. And we just kind of try to do it kind of like a Western style soldering and welding. Soldering, I don't know why I said that. Welding, and we were trying to replicate what it would be like in the 1800s.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, so.
And the little door, the little window thing on the door, that's kind of cool.
Well, that I got from a show called Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah,
and he goes to a speakeasy and they open and shut it.
Yeah,
and so I was like, oh, well, I should do that with my door, and we have that now. So it was pretty cool. So a lot of the stuff is just little bits and pieces of other creative people that we put in,
But you put a lot of creative thought into it, and that's it shows. And you even you grew moss on the walls, right? Didn't you tell me how you grew the moss? What did you do?
That is real moss, but a flower designer, pedal pushers in Deep Ellum, she came in and I kind of told her what I wanted, and she did a wonderful job doing that. Just kind of seeing my vision and making it better than what I could do. I think what they do is they just put yogurt and some other stuff, and they make this moss and
makes it grow. That's still just neat.
Yeah, it's dope. It's so crazy what people can do.
Yeah.
So
you can go. You can go in there and get some cocktails. Get you a little cocktail and sit back and just kind of look and walk around. Look, it's a neat deal.
Yeah.
And you made the roof where it opens, and I don't know any place in Deep Ellum does that where the roof opens up on motors.
Yeah. No. I think there's only one other restaurant that's doing that right now, and then the AT&T Stadium. We have it. That was a good design from again, my contractor and I kind of collaborating, working together, doing that, and that was kind of simple. We were complicating our lives, during construction and planning, and then we just sat there and just drank a little bit, and I think the best times of coming up with ideas just sitting there, and then just relaxing, and then problem solving.
Why do you think golf courses are so popular? Same reason. That's right. That's where great ideas come from.
Sure.
I mean, best ideas come from when you're relaxed, not when you're all tense.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But yeah, when it opens up, it's fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah. That was a labor of love for that one, and we're trying to figure out how to have the patio feel
right,
and still
not have the patio.
Well, no, but like the weather. Yeah. So when you're coming into designing something, it has to be functional design,
right?
And
easy for
and
people
easy,
to use.
yeah. And so, the weather is a big thing. Everyone wants a patio, but the weather here, it's either hot or whatever happens, you still get that environment,
right?
So that's what we were trying to produce. We were trying to produce an environment where you're still inside out and outside in, so we're able to do that with
that is my favorite dining has always been street dining. Our restaurants that have the whole front of the restaurants or the front and the side open up. They're big in Miami. They're big in Florida, not just Miami, but all over Florida, and they're big in California. And where they have the space to do that. But I like, and of course, been to Europe quite a bit, and lots of street dining. It's just something about the atmosphere and the vibrance of what's going on, everything going on, that really it makes it more of a better atmosphere to dine and drink in.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you want to eat in where God's green earth and just be able to enjoy what we've done in our cities and what be able to see outside and everything. Yeah. So that's what we're trying to do, is bring that inside capability, the outside, in the inside, and do that. That's what we're doing with Cantina Latina as well.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. We're going to go back to Yellow Rosa in a minute. Let's go to Cantina Latina now.
Okay.
So that's going to be, you brought me one of these, which is really nice. Brought me cigars. You're going to have awesome cigars there, but that's next to Yellow Rosa.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So originally the design was we were going to do we called it basic taco, but I guess it was too basic.
Yeah. It was good though.
It's good, but people want to be entertained now with food. They don't want food and then entertain themselves.
Right.
They want the location to entertain them.
Right.
And I'm a little stubborn sometimes. I still think like, hey, let's go for the food. And there's some people that could do it. And the way I was explained, because there's a sense of pride when you're like going, okay, this isn't working.
Right.
Right. Like it's a bit humbling. I haven't really failed in many concepts, but
you didn't fail. You just did what you just wouldn't do what you thought it was going to do.
It wasn't doing what it was doing.
Yeah.
Well, to me, it's that, but thank you for saying it that way. But tacos were great. Nobody said anything wrong about the tacos.
There was a line, so
yeah, but it just wasn't, the price point wasn't there, and people like to drink when they eat now too. So we didn't have a full bar. So now we have a full bar. Now we have TVs. I didn't have I really wanted it to be the experience of food, and that's why it was basic. But it just doesn't flow.
Yeah.
So I listened and shut it down, and then
because you're right. People want food.
Yeah,
they want to be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 85% of them want cocktails, and they want to escape their environment while they're there eating, enjoying being entertained.
Yes. And then circle back to what I said, that I like people coming to the party.
Right.
I wasn't really providing a party there, and so that
you're providing a basic taco.
Yeah, and I just wanted you to eat, enjoy yourself, and then go to the party.
Yeah,
because Deep Ellum has amazing bars, amazing clubs. It's a great environment to be at, but the food lacks in the sense of the price point. Right. So we were trying to provide a good price point for that, and now we're doing that, but now we're doing it with TVs and beer and 2-step program with alcohol and stuff like that. Yeah. So
now, are you going to have the same kind of craft cocktails you have at Yellow Rosa?
No, okay. No. It's going to be it's going to be simple. It's going to be a lower price point, like nothing over $10, except if you go into your premium alcohols. But everything's going to be like a neighborhood bar.
Yeah,
that's what we're trying to do.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
that'll be neat.
It'll be for people. It's growing. Deep Ellum's growing. I love Deep Ellum. I've been there. What?
It is growing. There's construction on every corner.
Yes.
Every corner.
I mean, and they're shutting down streets so they could put in new plumbing and stuff and electrical. So it's growing. It's being. I like that they're trying to keep what it was in spirit, but still making it safer. And
they're going to have to modernize it.
And it needs to be safer. I mean, there's a lot of pushback, but it's kind of like they're saying, "Oh, it was great back then," but then you go, "Well, the murder rate and all that stuff." It wasn't great, but
it is safe now.
It is
very safe now. I'm over there. Every other weekend I'm there.
Yeah,
and because there's you can't do what I do from a chair.
Yeah,
a lot of people that try to write about food or be food critics or they and some of them are very good at it, but you can't just internet stuff. If you want to really be successful at it, you've got to go out and you've got to put the road time in and our times, because we'll visit literally between 20 and 40 places in a weekend. I mean, just bam, bam, bam. Mm-hmm. And you can't get that feel from staying at home or staying in your office. So
or from a press release or something like that.
You can't. So to me, Deep Ellum is one of my favorite places to go because it's a melting pot and it's kind of like it's kind of like downtown Fort Worth or the Stockyards, different type, melting pot, but still different type. And Deep Ellum's different type, and Uptown McKean's different type. So it's
Bishop Arts is different.
Yeah, and what's great about it is, and what I've learned is that lots of people, I've learned this by doing this business for so long, lots of people won't get out of their area. Yeah. So if you want to meet those people or meet those concepts, you have to go to that area because a lot of people are only in a certain block radius of where they live. They don't, and that's just, and so when you go to those various places, you get those concepts. It's like going to the French Quarter. I go to the French Quarter all the time, and it's, once you leave there, it's a different atmosphere, but you can't get those things without going. That's why I like going to Deep Ellum. And it's very safe. I've been there, all day, all night.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hate that it has that rap because I've been there
and not being me, but the media does that.
Yes,
they find one thing because everybody's looking to try to make their platform the best. So they look at one thing and then they hone in on that one thing.
I mean, there's danger points everywhere
you go
in the city. Yeah,
If I was you, don't walk down a dark alley at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can't see with no lights. I mean, that's not a very smart thing to do.
That's just logical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just not going to do it in any city, in any town.
Yeah, no.
You just wouldn't do that.
I don't care how safe it is.
Yeah. Yeah, just don't do that. So, I don't care if you have a pepper spray or whatever. You just don't do that. Yeah. So it's all relative of where you put yourself. And, the police have done a great job at controlling that and making sure it's not like the last 2 summers. And Deep Ellum Foundation has done a really good job doing that. So, and all us business owners are doing really good to just try to keep it low. So it's been working out. And then like concepts like mine or Armory or Ruins.
Love the Armory.
Love
Ruins.
Daniel, man, that guy is a freaking genius, man. Like just. I have mad respect for all the guys over there. They're really and ladies. They're Millie from Easy Slider.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh, I like them. I like Easy Sliders. They're opening up their new place at S&J or whatever.
Yeah, they're talented.
So let's talk about your craft cocktails at Yellow Rosa.
Okay.
Cocktaileria.
Cocktaileria.
Cocktaileria. So you have some crazy, ridiculous that are just the flavor profiles just unbelievable.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have some great mixologists there. I know Aaron Wang, and he's been on my show.
Damn.
Yeah, he just.
And then Gabe, amazing. There's another one, Elvis, that they're just passionate about what they're doing. They enjoy also bringing the party and trying to get people comfortable and get out what you said, like get out of their norm.
Yeah.
And they're very inventive. They try to
I've seen Aaron come up with stuff on the fly. I mean, just
yes,
it's amazing what he can do.
Right now, we're doing a twist on, but that one was me being drunk with Illegal Mezcal.
Oh yeah,
they came over to hang out with us and he's like, what do you want to do with our brand? I'm like, I don't know, man. And I just gone to Bitter End at Eddie's place to Walk Hard and. I'm not big on speedwells or clubs. Yeah. But there's this drink called green tea that everyone's doing.
Yeah, right.
Have you had that shot?
Yeah, it's good.
So
very good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
And so I had just gotten a green tea from there.
Yeah.
And I came back because Brandon and everyone is there from Illegal Mezcal, which is a great mezcal, by the way.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "What should we do?" I'm like, let's put mezcal on green tea, and Gabe just whipped it up, and we started drinking it. Oh my gosh, that is good. So we're gonna try to staple that. Yeah. Just the green tea mezcal.
It's good to have staples.
Yeah. We're trying to do that. Like we have a pinky promise that's really good, and people seem to like that. I think. Yeah. So
it's good.
So they so we have that, and then we have our different margaritas on tap and stuff. So, but that green tea take or that twist is kind of rocking it, and we fed everyone just to see how it felt. Sundays, we have that mariachi band. Yeah. So we were packed house and we just kind of did the whole room with that shot, and everyone was like, "Oh, okay." And then they started buying them. So so I think we gotta have a hit there with the mezcal.
Got to market it.
Yeah.
Like my granddad used to say, you can't sell merchandise from an empty wagon. You got to get out and market it. That's the way it works.
I'll get on that soapbox and say,
tell everybody what difference is real quick, because people ask me this all the time. And I always like to hear people give their rendition of it. Tell people what the difference is between tequila and mezcal, and why for some reason mezcal is now getting more popular than tequila on the menus. I don't know if maybe it's more smooth.
I think it's the push.
Yeah, it could be, I guess.
So some people say, and I agree with that, tequila is like the byproduct, I guess, of mezcal or of the process. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I get so many stories. I'm not Aaron or anything like that. Yeah. I hear and I educate myself from other experts like them, but I prefer tequila out of any of them. We're not a mezcal bar. We're not, almas rotas and stuff like that. What we are is a take of regular cocktails or pre-prohibition cocktails with a Latin twist to it. Right. And sometimes not even a Latin twist.
Pre-prohibition cocktails with a Latin twist. Now, boy, I'd say that when you're drunk. Give me a pre-prohibition cocktail with a Latin twist.
And then also Cantina Latina.
Yeah, Cantina Latina. Oh my God! You ought to have a contest. People come in there and say
Cocktaileria.
And videotape them on a video. Have video set up, videotape them all.
Yeah.
And at the end of the night or the next day, look at all of them.
Just like cut it.
Yeah,
and cut it and make it.
People love that, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We try our best to do just regular cocktails, just with that Latin theme to it. I don't really to pigeonhole myself to just an agave bar. It would be a disservice to the great whiskeys and the great scotches out there, and vodka is. I mean, there's some great product and juice out there.
Oh my gosh, I can't even keep track anymore.
Yeah.
I consider myself an expert, but every time I wake up, there's 3 more, 5 more, 10 more.
It's like John. I mean, at Deep Ellum.
God.
I mean, his stuff is great. Now I haven't tasted his bottled stuff.
Wait till you do.
But I've tasted his reserve stuff, and damn, I mean, the dude knows him and his crew. They just know how to rock that stuff.
That little video I did with him. And John's another one. He's hard to pinpoint because he's always busy and stuff, but. I had that 5-minute segment with him, and I learned a whole lot in 5. The segment's 5 minutes, but I spent an hour talking to him. Gotcha. So it's I learned a whole lot about the whiskey and the spirits business by doing that.
Yeah. You know? He's I don't even know how he got it's just incredible.
He told me he went down a rabbit hole. Yeah. He said he learned this and learned that, and then before he knew it, he was climbing down the rabbit hole. Just wanted to learn more and more and more and more. And,
and I
which
think
is a good analogy.
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm doing with Yellow Rosa.
Yeah.
This is my first full bar.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm doing, man. So half the time I'm
you have to try new things.
Yeah.
My granddad, was very successful in the restaurant business, and he always used to say, restaurants and ideas and concepts are kind of like mud. You throw it against the wall. Some of it sticks, and what doesn't slides right down.
Yep.
And that's what you wash off the wall. And
I agree with that. I agree with that. Like, I mean, I try to surround the staff with, like with Aaron Wangs that are just seasoned and straight arrow. I mean, it's hard to find
honest, creative, good help.
Yes, and I wouldn't even call him help. He's
partners, whatever. You want to call him.
He's more than that for us. Luis, my business partner, him and I are very comfortable with Aaron, and that type of and Gabe as well, and that type of leadership is hard to find. Without them getting all crazy and You know how it is.
Oh, I know how it is.
You've seen some of those slingers, eh? Oh man,
the sling stuff everywhere. So let's talk about. I did your Yellow Rosa. It's a supper club. No, what do y'all call it?
We call it Yellow Light Social Club.
Yellow Light Social Club. That was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I love the whole concept. You do this thing, and I don't remember what it was. It's for what you get, it's not expensive. You get gift bags, but it was I showed it there we showed it on the production video. Yeah. It was a 4 or 5 course dinner, and it was just, and then you had cocktails mixed with everything. It was absolutely phenomenal, and I go to a lot of them, but every single dish that was there was off the chart flavor wise. And just ridiculous. I mean, I would think to myself, there's no way the next one could be any better. But then, bam, you get hit in the face with I mean, literally like just punched with flavor right in the kisser.
Yeah. That experience is great. That was done by a former chef of ours. He's no longer with us, Randall Broad. He's talented with Filipino food, and
wasn't he putting the Latinos a twist on it, because it didn't seem like it was.
I don't think on yours there, but on the other dinners he would do Americanized stuff with twist. Oh no, he did do one. He did a chicharron with you guys. Yeah. So that chicharron one was a twist to it. So he did that dinner, and what we're trying to do now is we put a pause on it until spring, because we're gonna have guest chefs come in.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then have it that way. Perfect. So that they could do that. I feel like this is a good platform for up-and-coming chefs to experience and express themselves, and that way it also takes the whole brunt off me. And
not only that, you're introducing people to new chefs. Mm-hmm. First of all, they're getting something they're not going to get anywhere else, so they're getting new experience. With a new chef, with new creative dishes, and it changes all the time. And so if you do it with the same chef all the time, it's not going to be nearly as effective as doing it with different chefs. A lot of these guys do gift chefs all over, all over the United States.
Yes. Yes. And that, it brings out, I want to go, like, I kind of want to do like, someone that's up and coming so that we give them a chance, especially in this environment with the pandemic and, and how limited people are at this time. It's hard for those that once were either sous chef for like, Florida Street and stuff like that to actually progress right now. Because, things are shutting down left and right. Yeah. Not that they don't shut down in normal economy, but they're doing a little, not that many.
It's a lot more.
It's a lot more.
But what I see now is I told everybody when this thing started, there's going to be a lot that go out. But then once this thing starts, you start to see we're getting towards the end of it. You'll see a bunch of opening up, and now I'm seeing every day like a new restaurant.
And
a lot of them, I saw 2 open up, and I went by one of them, and I said that son of a gun didn't change. I said he painted the walls, let the same because the person who left that restaurant just walked out.
Oh,
same
really?
Furniture, everything.
Oh, really?
They just painted the walls, got some new flatware and stuff, and bam, they're on the roll.
I mean,
but I will tell you what
that's creative.
Tell you what I learned in the restaurant business. 2nd and 3rd gen restaurants are the ones who make all the money.
I agree, but also like we go back to what we were talking, before we came on, the hustle.
Yeah,
the hustle's important.
Yeah, got to have it, baby.
Especially like if that restaurateur, that chef, or the crew aren't hustling,
Nope.
I mean, if it doesn't hurt you when you get a bad review, you just need to get out. You're burnt out. You need to go away. I mean, when I get a bad review, however ridiculous it is, and them being entitled and dumb, I get some where they say that that it's just like we didn't care about them or something. It's just like weird to me. I'm like, no, we care. Yeah. We want the best. We want that. We want you to come in and enjoy yourself.
People that give bad reviews do not. I always say, and I'll never forget this. John Teaser sat in that chair. Well, not that one, he had a different one, but he sat in that chair over there, and he said, food reviewers and gun owners should all be pre-qualified before they do it. Because they don't understand the back of the house. They don't understand the front of the house. They don't understand about ordering, about cooking, about creating, about what it takes to facilitate a dish and get it out to the public. They don't understand that.
Yeah.
So not being mean, but a lot of reviews are based on a spur of the moment issue that they think that they might have had, and they take a small issue and make it a gigantic issue. And they think about, they start exaggerating here, exaggerating there, and before you know it, the thing's blown up to a 5-paragraph bull crap.
Yeah, and then just like, and all that really happened is we took a minute and a half longer than their expectation was to bring a drink or something. Yeah. And we try to get everything out by 7 minutes, but we packed that house. Yeah. And packed that house as far as COVID is concerned, but we packed that house, and then we stage ourselves for that environment, and it's just hard because you got to clean things.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, it's now
y'all did, restaurants did it already and bars did it already, but now it just made it worse because you really had to be
cognizant of it.
Yes, sir.
And right now we're doing a 20% tip on there, and people. Not everyone, just some people won't understand that we are limited to 50% now. Right. So my staff isn't making. It's not on me.
Right.
I chose to invest, and so did my business partner. We chose this life, and they did too. But the way the market works, it's just sad right now because
you're not controlling your restaurant numbers though. The who controls your restaurant numbers is the government right now.
The government right now. So I have to. My employees have to eat. Right. And so I have to choose between making the market understand that these people have a $2.13 an hour job that relies on tips. And because of that, we are able to lower our prices. And then if they don't want to tip out, then I have to raise prices because I want my employees to eat as well. I want them to pay rent.
And the funny thing is, those people want to come in there. They want to come there and enjoy it. So 20% to me is not a big deal.
It's not. I mean, I go to a restaurant and do 35 all day. Even if it's bad service, I'll do 35 all day because again, we understand what's going on. But I don't want the general market to understand that either. I mean, they shouldn't have to. I mean, I don't go to their job and understand what they're doing. I just want what know what I mean. So I get their point, and but also like we have to feed our people and
have to,
and they're risking their lives. I mean, yeah, doctors and everything are doing it, and then hats off to that. But think about it, our wait staff and stuff, any waiter right now is in such great risk.
Right.
Because people do not want to wear masks. People don't want to do this stuff.
Anybody in a restaurant, anybody serving anybody in hotels, anybody in anything, when you go out, they're all putting themselves at risk. And some of them are dying.
Yes. And so I don't think 20% is that big of a deal.
I don't
you know, especially when the price point's good at our location. We're not, you know, if you look at our what our price point is, we're like, I think $1 and some change on, you know, when you have the $5.
Yeah,
we're not expensive.
No, you're not. No.
So I don't know. So that's been a difficult part of this pandemic, but just trying to get fed and everything, just like, you know, my employees.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but thankfully for the, you know, 99% of the market has been super receptive. We're really glad that people like the place, that they really enjoy it. That's the best part, man. The end of the night is the best.
So I've been to brunch twice over there. No, 3 times. One time I was there for drinks, but then the other 2 times we ate. Absolutely phenomenal. And those were the pictures were on the last of that video, which I'm going to give you that. But, you know, I'll Dropbox that video. But brunch is doing well for y'all, correct?
We are booked up.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, it is hard to get a spot now 2 weeks in advance. To the point where we're going to do the mariachis on Saturday, I think. I've been debating on whether doing that because I feel like they're going to drown each other out.
No, they won't.
But they won't.
They won't. You know why? Because it's unusual in Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
It's unusual in that area.
Yeah.
You can go somewhere else and get mariachis, but there it's unusual.
Yeah, and Banda Magnifico, Mariachis Magnifico, they're just an amazing group.
See, I hate the way you say stuff like that.
What, Spanish
you
stuff?
See how Ron, he just makes everything sound sexy when he says it. Boy, I tell you what, man.
Whatever, man. Yeah, so I mean, they're great, and
think about it, though. Music is sexy. Music is sexy. Certain food is sexy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what tempts our palates. It's what tempts our motivation to want to be excited by new things and stuff. So I just can't put the emphasis on that. You know, hell, I have a hard time saying it.
Yeah.
But the mariachis are awesome.
Oh man, they're very talented people, and they love doing what they're doing, and it just fits the environment, you know, like the hacienda that we built up there, like, you know, the way the design is and stuff. It's like you're not in Tulum, but you're in this, like, I would say like Mexico City at that point.
Yeah.
You're like in this like heartbeat of like old town Mexico City, and like you're just. It's really cool, man. It's a cool experience doing that.
It's very cool.
I've never experienced it as a patron. I'm always working, working that shift. So I hear it though, and like I see how people. I mean, they fight to stay.
Yeah.
Because you know we have an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Because our limited space.
Yeah, but here's the deal: people don't understand about turning tables, but you have to turn those tables to pay rent. I mean, everybody's got to pay rent. It's due every month.
Yeah.
Or no, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
It's due.
And employees and
employees
taxes.
and everything else. So, but you make it so enjoyable. You know, lots of places you go hour and 45 minutes. Oh, that's nothing. I'm gonna get up and go right away.
Yeah.
But there, it flies by.
It flies by. People hate.
I know.
I mean,
they get angry.
Besides the 20, I mean, it's fun, and that's a good problem to have. People just not want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, any night that they're there, they don't. They don't want to go.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 45 minutes. And Trey, I mean, we put it on our open table that it's an hour and 45 minutes.
Doesn't matter.
We tell them before. We give them a 30-minute warning.
Doesn't matter.
Nothing. Like they're just like, no, we still want to stay.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling to have, right? But that's especially hard on
you
Sundays.
know, like I say, it's the atmosphere. It's everything about your restaurant that makes you feel that way. And if you were, I'm afraid even if you were to go make it even bigger, I think it's the right size.
It's the right size.
It's the right concept.
It's the right size.
The ceilings are the right size.
Yeah.
Everything about that place is just perfect.
I don't like big restaurants.
No.
I mean,
you don't get the same vibe, do you?
No. Toasted was huge. Toasted is about 4,600 square feet, and that was a big surface area. Those covers were hard to manage. The money's great, but you know, again, we want to bring the party.
Yeah.
Sometimes
not always about money, brother.
It's not.
No,
it's not.
It's about self-satisfaction.
Exactly.
How you feel.
Exactly. And that's what coming in, you know, sitting down, So that building was abandoned for 22 years.
I know it was. I walked by the whole time.
Yeah. And then Madison Partners.
Did you get a good deal on it?
I got what I earned.
Okay.
Being in the business here and doing what I've done in the 7 years, I got what I earned. And I did it because of their confidence and they've been, they don't like legally own my company, but they're great partners.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Madison Group is one of those landlords in Deep Ellum that are conscious of having it move forward.
Sure.
But still keeping that organic feel of it. And so, we had Leon Bridges was trying to get that spot and another wine place was trying to get that spot. And then through their mutual friends and stuff, I presented my plan and then the one of the main people at Madison Group said, I always saw that as a taco place. And then I brought in that extra stuff that I wanted to do, which is Yellow Rosa or the Speakeasy. Yeah. And I mean, he just was like, all right, cool, let's do it. So he gave me a good,
awesome.
A good,
but I like
chance.
what you said. I like what you said. You got what you earned.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Because you don't get anything in the restaurant business barbecue unless you earn it.
Yes.
You don't get all the money in the world won't buy it.
No.
You can throw money at it, but it's not going to get it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, I think they understood, my old landlord, Steven Shorts, he was a great backer for me and telling Madison Group that I'm going to be successful whatever I do in there. So they were really good at lifting us off. And then, we started building 3 months before the pandemic. It was shut down.
I know. Yeah.
And so the fact that they, and they did this across the board with all their restaurants, they didn't charge us rent.
Yeah.
That whole time.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I mean, I could not even fathom the amount of money.
You know how many people wish they had that right now?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah.
If it weren't for them, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know if we'd be even talking here today.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I would be talking, it's maybe under those circumstances.
But yeah, something else. Yeah.
Hey, look, let me ask you a question before we're almost out of time.
Okay.
I want to know, what is your favorite thing about the restaurant business? And what is your least favorite thing?
My favorite thing about restaurant business is allowing my customers to have that experience. Again, that part.
That's kind of what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, that's my favorite part. I mean, when you see me running around, there's nothing like having people enjoy their time.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. And I enjoy, when I'm off, do the same thing.
That's why I enjoy it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's good. I like all that. And then the least favorite is being disappointed by a staff member that I've poured myself in. Yeah. And that hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried like I said, in 22 years, I've tried to be that cold boss.
Yeah.
And I can't, man.
I know. Sometimes you have to be. Sometimes you got to drop the hammer, baby.
And I do. And I do for the most part, but it takes a while until I finally say, all right, well, we gotta separate our ways. But by that time, there's like interlocking of helping someone like grow. Because someone did that for me. Yeah. My grandparents did that for me. Business partners did that for me. Like, a lot of people have poured themselves into me to progress where I'm at. Right. I mean, I'm still a work in progress. Like, even your advice, when you come in, some of your advice I take, because it's important for young folk like me to learn from that.
Listen, everybody grows every day.
Yeah.
I grow every single day. If you don't if you want to be successful in life at what you're doing, you got to grow every day.
Yeah.
Success is rented. And rents due every day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And for a restaurant, for personal life, for a radio guy, for a movie star, it's rented. And if you don't take care of it, guess what? It's gonna be gone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, Joel, I really thank it, man.
Thanks.
I'm really happy for you.
I like this.
Little piggy deal. Yeah, I'm happy for Yellow Rosa. I'm happy for Cantina Latina. I can't wait for that to open up. That's gonna be awesome. Your social media is all Yellow Rosa?
Right now is all Yellow Rosa.
Okay, it's just Yellow Rosa. And then the website is Yellow. I'm trying to remember. I've got
YellowRosa.com.
YellowRosa.com. So that makes it easy, right?
Yeah. It's good.
Y'all are open 7 days a week or closed one day?
We are only open Thursday to Sunday.
Okay, well, that's when I'm over. That's why I think you're open every day. Okay, that's when I'm over there Thursday, Sunday. Yeah, well, that's my busy days. I do office work, and get all that stuff in shows and studio work, and then boy, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we pour it on.
Oh yeah.
So everybody, check out Yellow Rosa, please. You can go to our YouTube channel and check out their video again, or our social media. We have got a lot of great stuff coming out. We've got our best barbecue coming out next month in North Texas. 50 different barbecue joints. We've got our best burger coming out, 50 best burgers in North Texas. We spend all year eating burgers and barbecue and tacos, and we do a taco list, we do a burger list. Nice. And this is going to be our 5th year, and it has grown. Last year, my burger was seen over a million people saw. Oh, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I never thought that, but, it's new every day. You got to work it, baby.
It's those glasses.
You got. That's my shtick, man. If I was going blind. I said, if I got to wear glasses, I'm gonna make it fun.
Yeah.
And I search high and low, baby, high and low for the best glasses.
You inspired me for this hat.
That's awesome, man.
I wasn't about hats. And then, And then I got this hat.
That's American Hat Company. I love them. They do all my hats. I absolutely love them. That's awesome. So go to our social media, www.treychowdown.com. Let's be friends on all our social media. We're on every single platform, including TikTok now. I'm TikToking. I'm a TikToking fool. That thing, I laugh at that damn platform, man. There's some funny crap on that platform.
There's some funny stuff.
Dude, I just laugh. The other day I was in a waiting area and I was laughing out loud. People were all staring at me. I looked up, I had my head things on. Anyway, TreyChapman.com. Hook us up on any platform. We're on there. Next week, same time, same bat channel, live. The Country Network, Google them. All our shows are on their platform and on their network. Adios. Hi, I'm Trey Chapman, publisher of Trey'sChowdown.com. I'm passionate about finding the best food, drinks, and chefs, and sharing it all with you. I should know I have over 5 decades of food experience. Find me on any podcast platform, Facebook Live, or just Google me. Now you can watch and listen to all my great finds every week on my live TV and radio podcast at Trey's Chowdown Live.